Teresa. I'm back with a really exciting video. It is my craft room tour where I'm going to give you a full look into almost all of my craft room. There's a couple things that are really not ready for anyone to see yet, so go ahead and keep watching and check out my room with me. All right, so when we come into the craft room / office, this is kind of the overall look. I am kind of spanned out a little bit on the camera, so I could get a pretty good look at the whole thing. We're going to go ahead and just do a quick walkthrough of everything, and then I'll go into a little bit more detail in each section. So behind the door, I've got a little bit of storage. I used to have a lot of storage. If you've been here a while, you know that. So these two bags just kind of have some rags in them. I've got a little wall hanging storage there, a cube. Those are some things I'm working on right now. And that is my spot that I film at. I just got a wider thing there up top to go over this, what's it called, a glide gear. Some storage up on top. I'm not going to go too much in depth up there. That stuff isn't cleaned out yet, but I do use a large dresser. I think that's what it is, from Ikea. A lot of this is Ikea stuff. That is the Alex drawers from Ikea, the more narrow ones, I think. There's a bunch of my projects, more projects, a couple of other little things in a cube storage. We're not going to go into depth in that closet because that thing is still a disaster. Lots of stuff in there. I do have a pegboard that is definitely needing an update and refresh for what I have on it. And this massive thing of wood. I know, guys, I know it's a lot. Some more storage up on shelves up there. I do have the one wide craft cart. Back there is, you guessed it, more wood. I know, it's a lot. I do have a grid wall up over there that I do pull out if I need to for shows. Some acrylic paint that I don't use very often. This is actually from Ikea as well, and this is like a wardrobe. You can kind of customize what you want on it and in it and everything, as far as like drawers, shelves, baskets. I'll kind of go into a little more in depth there. Here's a wide Alex drawer and a couple of little things here for storage, and a little shelf that probably needs to get updated as well. My Cricut Venture and flower storage. My desk with all of my paints and stains, some silicone beads and things like that. And then of course under my desk and my backpack. Oh, and my printer along with some file drawers. All right, so like I said, right behind the door, those are just rags in those bags right there. It seemed like the easiest option right now. This is for when I need to wrap and ship any of my resin pieces. I've got all different things up here. So these are either water, rubbing alcohol, or water with soap, more rubbing alcohol, some different finishes for my wood projects. Some little things just kind of hanging there. This is kept up just by some command strips, so very handy. I love command strips. This has, of course, got the ability to kind of rotate. Doesn't do very well probably because it's a little too close to the door, but so just some of the normal stuff that I use on a regular basis. I think that came from Amazon. I'm gonna do my best to put all of my stuff that came from Amazon on there. And this is just this is like the only real like technically cube storage that I use. And it's just got kind of little miscellaneous things in that one. This is mostly like burlap and ropes and twine, things like that. I'll shove it back in there. And then this has a lot of different things that I use for my resin stuff. So it's got some wood pieces for coasters, tile, the back things, the little dishes, different things for resin. I've been really working hard to get away from using the craft storage bins because They are like a black hole, and I'm tried really hard to get away from them. And that's my last set right now, and it does not match, but that's okay. So in here, we've got all of this beautiful space up top to work on. I just hang my little self-healing mat up on a nail. This is where I do all my pictures and stuff. I've got some projects that I'm working on over there. A couple things that need to go over to the shop. And I'm going to walk you through what's in these drawers. If you guys want more detail on all of the stuff that are in these drawers, let me know, and maybe we can do separate videos. So this is just kind of an overview. Mostly this is like my hardware that I'll use, some stuff for making keychains, kind of stuff just to kind of have readily available. And then this one down here is more of like paint brushes and rollers and squeegees and cleaning stuff. I don't know. Lots of different things. These little plastic storage bins I got off of Amazon. I did see somewhere on TikTok Shop where they were actually less expensive. I'll do my best to link them if I can. And then down here, I have all different kinds of glue. I know, who needs this much glue, right? But apparently I do. And then down on this one is just stationery. These first few are pretty well organized because I literally just did them. And then on this one, I've got all different kinds of tools and little bags, zip ties, just different things that are kind of more toolish. And then on this one, I've got sandpaper and some Dremel accessories, and all of my, well, not all of even, a good amount of my glue guns. And then that's just distilled water. These two are not organized at all. These are just a ton of different wood pieces, acrylic pieces. This is on my to-do list of things to get organized, are these two drawers, because they're both pretty much wood pieces. I need to go through and clean them out. I just haven't gotten there yet. And back here, I just have some parchment paper, some more of those mats, a jewelry making tray thing. And this guy here, my Alex drawers, that's kind of like a wide one. This one's pretty cleaned out too. I just organized that. I'll go through those drawers in just a minute. And I use some of these little bamboo dish organizers, I guess, to put all of my pieces that still need to either go to the shop or get cleaned up or any of that stuff. All right, so first one has some different cords and just miscellaneous things. It's just mostly cleaned out so that I could actually see what's in there. That one has some jewelry making things in there, some little blades for my X-Acto knife, all kinds of miscellaneous things. The little cute couple there. This one has some pieces for a wood burning kit that I just got. My staple gun kind of thing that I still haven't even used. I know, it's awful. And this one has all kinds of different things for watercolor. I got some of this stuff for Christmas. I haven't really gotten into it yet. And then this one has some more resin accessories. Kind of going around over here to this cube storage is a bit of a mess, but all right, so down there I have my mug press. I have my 13-inch smart material. You can't really see it, but in there I also have my heat press and a couple other things on top of it right now. I do need to clean it out and get a little bit better place to put it. And then over here in the corner, I have just some blanks that I use for resin sometimes, some shells, and more of my resin pieces that need to get cleaned up. Like I said, this pegboard definitely needs an update, an overhaul. Some of this stuff, I don't even know what's in there anymore. That's definitely needed for updates. If you have any good ideas for that pegboard, let me know. What kind of stuff do you guys store on your pegboards other than like tools or things in the garage? Up here is just miscellaneous supplies that I still need to go through. That is right there is like a lot of stuff for craft fairs and different things that just wouldn't fit anywhere else. I do have some hooks on my doors for my closet. I need to go through those too. I've gotten rid of a lot of those for like thinner pieces from the Dollar Tree. Just, it just doesn't work for me anymore. It's not stuff that I do as much. So next, let's go to my wood storage. All right, so this wood storage rack that I have, I'll move the cart out of the way, is from Costco. I think it's like 6 feet tall. Maybe the shelves, I want to say the shelves are probably about 3 feet wide. I probably need to start working on using it because it's probably overloaded. And I even have some more back in this little nook here. I know it's a lot. I really got into buying a ton of it. I do use it. I just don't go through it as quickly as I buy it or did buy it. I haven't been buying it anymore. So up on top, I have all the way to the right, those are like pre-made wood blanks for resin. The basket in the middle are just older projects, and then the next one over, just some crafting blanks and things like that. Over there in the corner, some Christmas things. I didn't get into it as much as I should have this year, but that's okay. All right, so on to this large. This is supposed to be a wardrobe. The top one is just full of a lot of stuff. I obviously have not gone through that one as much. I need to, definitely need to. This one isn't supposed to be like this. I tried to put some cork board up somewhere, and I have textured walls, so it just didn't stay. But right here is just a bunch of vinyl, rolls of vinyl over there, and then lots of smart material ones that are not the super, super heavy ones. I'm gonna move that hook, sorry. And we've got all different things. So these are obviously baskets. They do pull out. I'm not gonna pull that one out because who knows, that would go everywhere. All right, so as I was saying, these all do pull out, and down on this one first are my ribbons. I probably have gotten rid of a little bit. I do need to go through it, probably more. I have a bin with some in there as well. So all of these is just paint sticks, those larger paint sticks that I just have here to separate them. I think if I remember right, I don't think I even had to cut them down. I think they already fit like perfectly leaning into here to help keep them separated. It's kind of aesthetically pleasing, but not like, they're not really color matched and coded. This one's jam-packed full of fabric, which is really ridiculous when you think about it because I don't sew. Now we're getting to a little bit better organized in this drawer. I recently redid this, so I've got all of my molds for, well, they're mostly IOD molds. I usually use resin in them because I prefer it. But then I've got some resin, like the results of using the molds. Some different things for resin, my ocean resin stuff, some markers. I've got a thing I need to put away, beads, all kinds of different beads and embellishments, and a couple that are empty. So I have room to grow, which is nice. This one's not really organized, but I know what's in it. This is all my Chocateur and a couple of other brands coming soon. I actually want to do a kind of a comparison. What I've noticed with the organizing them, I just put them in little page protectors. So any of the ones that are an 8x10, I'll put in those. And then smaller ones, I'll put in one of these little portfolios. And then anything else that's bigger, it's not too much to shuffle through. These two are empty. They're just good spots for drying, whether they're stencils or those Chocateur transfers. And then down on the bottom, I have my Cricut Maker, my Cricut Explorer, and all of my vinyl that is 25 inches wide. And over here, I have a hook on the side of the wardrobe that I hang all of my Cricut mats that go to the Maker or the Explorer. And up on top, I have this little guy. I can't remember. There's a name for these if you make them yourself out of wood. I cannot recall what it is. I apologize. But this is from the Container Store, I think. And this has just some stuff for the Cricut. That's got stuff for the Cricut Venture. Just a hook with a Dollar Tree paper towel holder. It works, right? And these won't really be here much longer. I just ordered a sublimation printer, so that's where it's going to live, right on top of here. And this is like an old file something or another. Let's see, does it say? What's it say? Steel Master. I got this from Upcycled by Bree. And in it, I just have some of my inks. This one's, I think, all inks or stamps and stuff. And then this one just has miscellaneous stamps. Over here, I do have some large paper. That's just plain paper that I use for the Cricut. And then this is all stamps. I think only with a few exceptions, maybe 1 or 2 exceptions, this is all IOD stamps. I know, bit obsessed. I do have a few of the little envelope ones for the ones that I used to cut apart. I don't do that anymore. And I don't save the like little outside part of them. I know, I probably should have, but I'm not that kind of collector. I'm a use it collector. Let's go through all of these drawers. So in the top one, just some different things from my Cricut. The majority of this cabinet, this Alex drawer set is Cricut stuff. So I've got all different kinds of little accessories, different blades, the Cricut heat mat, this little guy to hold the rolls in, all kinds of things. And then as we go down, it gets less and less organized. This one is all infusible ink. I'm coming to the conclusion that I don't really like using it because I hate trying to get it to stick to the mat, and then I hate trying to pull it up without ripping it. So I'm really excited to use my new printer that's coming. And then on this one, it's just a lot of miscellaneous things like different sheets of vinyl or paper, different things. I've got some sticker ones to try, foil stuff, writable ones, I don't know, all different kinds of materials. And then this one is mostly either specialty materials or it's removable vinyl that's patterned. I don't really know if I understand why you would want patterned removable vinyl, but this one is mostly heat transfer vinyl, all different kinds of colors. I've tried like paper clips. I have come to the conclusion rubber bands are the way to do it, to keep them where they're all not rolled up. And then down here is mostly just transfer tape, maybe a little bit of stencil vinyl, miscellaneous things. And then off in this corner, you'll see I do have my large Cricut venture. It's kind of awkward in this little corner, but it fits, so I'm not too mad about it. I mean, you can only do so much, right? All right, so I've got a shelf over here. It's kind of miscellaneous. I had a lot of my desk stuff up here until I started cleaning off my desk. So I do need to go through here and kind of get it to the point where it's either empty or a little bit more useful. I'm thinking I'm going to empty it so that I can put more of my projects up here to finish kind of drying or waiting till it's available to, you know, sand or clean up or whatever. And I do have this huge thing of flowers. I'm debating on getting rid of a lot of them, to be honest, because I just don't use them as much. And not that you can tell that it's under there, but that is actually just one of those little Ikea plastic bag sorter. And then I have my desk. I have a nice big Cricut lamp there, different things to plug into, some washi tape, a little thing to kind of organize all the stuff sitting on my desk, all of my paint up on those shelves that I put up. I want to say I have a video with those up there, how I installed them. I did them all myself. Those are made from pallets that are just sanded down and stained. So be careful if you do that, because apparently all of those marks that are on them have a meaning. So just be cautious if you end up using pallets. Make sure it's not something that's poisonous and you can't have in your house. So we'll move on. I have just my regular printer here. Sorry, that's the little thing that needs to go in my car. My regular printer. And then I've got these different drawers, tons of pens and office supplies and some cards and tags for the shop. So in this drawer, I just have some more office supplies, some paperwork, pens, you know, that kind of stuff. And then at the bottom is just a bunch of files or paper. So that is a pretty quick tour of my office space and my craft room, and I'd love to know what you think. If there's anything you could think of that would be a better solution in here, or if there's anything that you would like to kind of see more in detail about, let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. So I really hope you enjoyed watching today's video and checking out my room with me, seeing some organization options. If there's anything that you want to see more in depth about or hear more about as far as like organization or anything like that, leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new, and I will see you next time.